Good afternoon, YouTube, and welcome to the Fantasy Forecast for Monday, April 11th, 2016. Man, we are getting towards the end here. It's kind of sad. There'll be MLB shows, but I really enjoy the fast pace of the end. Really until we get football. Baseball is a bit of a grind. You have to be watching weather every day and watching for scratches, and the new scoring really sucks with the splits. Hello, anyone at FanDuel. Good reason to switch over to DraftKings right now. At least over there, out here, and the splits aren't so monumentally destructive. All right, let's just go ahead and start up with optimals for today. As for yesterday, not too pretty on any of the optimals, to be honest. Not mine, not any of the others. Couple did cash, 50-50, but nothing was GPP, nothing was right home to mom worthy, so not even going to bother focusing. Point guards today, Roto Grinders has Westbrook and Sessions. Westbrook's projected at 54, Sessions is projected at 26. At shot guard, we have Harden and Bryant. Harden's projected at 50, and Kobe's projected at 26. At small forward, we have Durant and Mirotic. KD is projected at 50, and Mirotic is projected at 27. At power forward, we have Teletovic and Henson. Teletovic's projecting at 29, and Henson's projecting at 20. And at center, we have Njanka, and he's projecting at 27. He's been moving up there. Their best value by point is Ramon Sessions at 4,200. If he basically plays again, now it looks like he's getting full time, even if Wall comes in. And if he gets full time, if he gets 35 minutes, he's severely underpriced. So they're projecting at 26.47, 26, 27, whatever you want to call it, but that's more than 6 times value. That's pretty. Okay, and that's Roto Grinders for today. Let's move on to Roto Wire. Alright, today, RotoWire. At the point guard, we have Rubio and Sessions. Rubio is projecting at 33 points on 31 minutes. Sessions is projecting at 27 points here on 35 minutes. That's exactly what I said before, 35 minutes. Harden is projecting at 51 points at 42 minutes. And Marcus Thornton is projecting at 21 points at 25 minutes. And that's the interesting value play of the day at shot guard. I'd actually got him on mine too, I believe. Harden and Thornton at shot guard. RotoWire has James and Mirotic at the small forward, Kevin Love and Bobby Portis at power forward, and Karl Anthony Towns, good old cat, for center. Projections on all those: King James is at 44 points on 35 minutes. Mirotic is at 31 points on 32 minutes. Love is at 34 points on 33 minutes. Portis is at 26 points on 28 minutes. And Cat is at 43 points on 38 minutes. Their best value is Portis. They're projecting at almost 7 times value, with the close second being Ramon Sessions at 6.5 value. And they do like Mirotic quite a bit too. They think he's going to get 32 minutes and basically pull about a fantasy point a minute. And that's the second one I've seen him on. So, alright. The whole lineup is projecting at 310 points for today. Okay. Not bad. Let's move on. Daily Fantasy Cafe for you guys here. You have Shane Larkin and Ramon Sessions in the point guard. Larkin's projecting at 27. And Sessions is projecting at 28 on a lower salary. You guys are going to wonder, Sessions is going to be pretty much everywhere today if it really does run the way everyone's thinking it is. You have Harden and Butler at the shot guards. Harden's projecting at 53. Butler's projecting at 39. You've got King James and Mirotic at the small forward. LeBron's projecting at 46, and Mirotic is projecting at 28. You have Portis and Lauer at the power forward. Both are projecting at 24, and you have Cat for center, and he's projecting at 43, which gives us a total of 313 for the entire lineup. And that's Daily Fantasy Cafe. And moving on. see what we have here. Oh, one of my neighbors is home. Okay, for Fantasy Pros today, we have Westbrook and Sessions in the point guard. Ooh, Sessions again. What a shock. Westbrook at 49, Sessions at 25. We have Harden and Thornton for the shot guard. Harden is at 47. Thornton's projecting at 25.5 even. I round to 26, but Beasley is projected at 28, and KD is projecting at 46. That's for the small forward, of course. At power forward, you got Favors and Henson. You got to watch Favors. He screwed me yesterday in my optimal, but other than that, yeah, watch him. Other than that, he's projected at 32 if he plays, and Henson's projected at 19 if he plays. And you have Monroe at the bottom projecting at 31 points. Their total lineup projects at 302, and that's Fantasy Pros for today. And I'm going to give you guys... Okay, I'm going to show you guys the RotoQL lineup right now, and I'm going to tell you guys, I really, really, really like this lineup a lot. This is a strong lineup. They projected it at 340, and I don't think they're very far off on the way they've done this, because punting the point guard seemed to be the way to go. There's only a couple differences between this one and my optimal lineup, and so I really liked it when I saw it. I'll give you my optimal in a second as well, but strongly consider running the RotoQL lineup for today, guys. It is just, it looks good. These guys are going to get minutes regardless of the situations. People still have to score in the games regardless, whether there is no meaning or not. Yeah, some stars might sit longer, but those things will happen. Sorry about that, guys. Okay. I don't know exactly where I was, but let's go through the optimal lineup for RotoQL. We have Tim Frazier and Ramon Sessions in the point guard. And I'm going to pull this up again real fast because I want to give you guys their projections on the individuals. I think that's a little bit important here. Okay, so the individual projections were... There we go, that's better. Sessions is projecting at 28 points, and Tim Frazier is projecting at 36 points. And I have to get a helicopter too today. Are you serious? Get out of here, assholes! Mother jerkin' fucks. Okay, I have Harden and Markel Brown. Harden's projecting at 53. Brown is projecting at 25. At small forward, we got Alphabet and Bazemore. Alphabet's projecting at 51, and Bazemore is projecting at 31. I have Millsap projecting at 49. I've got Teletovic projecting at 34, and that's in the power forward position. And I have Chandler projecting at 34 as well, which is going to leave us at 340 points if you total it all up. That is just incredible. And a lot of those numbers don't seem off, and a lot of these guys do look like they'll have their minutes and their time today. So, I'm going to look at the playoff picture very carefully and make sure those minutes match up, but I'm going to be considering running this lineup today for my own. The RotoQL Optimal looks good. But as for my own Optimal, and you'll see it's very, very similar. My own recommended Optimal for today was Collison and Sessions. The Sessions is the universal pick. I'll hit it in a second. But Collison mainly because I think Rondo sixth again. We know we know Cousins is out. So who's going to score for him? The Collison, he's just very steady in that position. And yeah, you could just blow it out your ass and not care anymore. But I don't think he's going to. I mean, someone out there is going to have to play. No one wants to get destroyed. And it's against Phoenix. They don't have a lot of defense. They're going to let him score, whoever it is. So let's give it to Collison. Yay. Especially with Rondo out. Especially with Cousins out. So, I liked that pick. Now, you already saw in the RotoQL, though, you had Frazier. He was at 65. Now, if he's projecting at 36 points, great, but hell, you could even take that RotoQL there and, maybe drop, see, that's the thing. Like, you can drop in Collison off of the RotoQL and save 200 and maybe move up somewhere else and really have a field day. At point guard, you got Ramon Sessions, the time guys, and you're playing the Nets. 30 minutes, 35 minutes at 4,200. Don't even worry. Someone has to score. Someone has to put up points. Someone has to do ball handling. Someone has to move this stuff up. Sessions is going to easily pay you guys value today. That's why he's across the board, everyone's optimal lineups, cash and tourney. The sites, especially FanDuel here at 42, I'm not sure where DraftKings is at, but they have not caught up with what he's producing. And that's just typical for this time of season, with the random scratch season. Okay, at shot guard, one of the only teams left that gives a crap is, Houston, and so Harden is out there fighting his heart out, and he'll give it another 40 minutes tonight, and God, against those Wolves, they're a little bit tougher, but I hope he'll give us another 50, 55 points tonight. I just keep waiting for that breakout when we see him at like 70 fantasy points. We're like, oh my God, we knew he could do it. I mean, he's really steady with that 40, 45 that he's going to give you, but he doesn't really ever seem to punch past 55, 60, if you guys know what I mean, and I'd love to see a breaking performance. Thornton, guys, just look at the time. Washington is just giving up. Washington's throwing in the towel. Like, that's why Wall is sitting. That's why Sessions is in. That's why Thornton is in. That's why Gortat's in at the bottom and getting this time. There's a triple stack on Washington. Washington is giving up, guys. They're done. They're making sure that, their players are protected, and we're going to take advantage of that narrative DFS-wise. It's going to allow us to get King James there, who should show up against Atlanta tonight. I am expecting that. It's going to allow us to get Hayward against Dallas, who should also show up. And it's going to allow us to get Love and Amir Johnson as power forwards. And Amir Johnson is getting his time right there in Boston. Guys, just look at the stats and check them out. And if you don't believe me, and then look at the Charlotte, I mean, these choices are good choices for a solid cash game. And Gortat, you're taking that triple stack against those Nets. Yes, the Washington's given up, but that doesn't mean their second string is given up. It just means the team has given up on their playoffs. The players have not given up. And these guys, at their prices on DFS values, if your other guys pay out DSF value, you're looking at a killer lineup. This one and the RotoQL. I'm going to go back. So you guys saw mine, and then RotoQL again right here at the top, with really the only differences being, they swapped out Frazier. You could have had Collison instead, but they took Alphabet. So, I mean, if I were going to do an edit here, I'd drop to Collison because I really like that more. I would just save that right off the bat. And then from there, I would look at what I could do with the savings. I mean, Teletovic is okay against Sacramento, but he's not a killer. Millsap has been a killer. You saw what he did. But does he have a reason to play now along with Bays against Cleveland? If he do, then, you kind of want King James instead of Alphabet. And so why are you stuck with Alphabet? I mean, can you drop Markel Brown any? And, yes... See, this is where, it all starts to get really fun and really interesting with how you can, tie your team together. Like, who's giving up, who's playing. Anderson could get some time today. 24 minutes, 30 minutes, 36 minutes. I mean, if he actually got time today and did a 36-36 against a Phoenix team, he only did 4.1 with 14 minutes, but you gave him 36 against Portland. He did 10, 30 to 24, 28 against Denver with 23. He could do well at minimum, and then get you your minimum price, and then that might get you just enough to get up to King James at 10-4, just 200 left. You could always drop your small forward a little. Is there a place? I saw Beasley and a couple of the other optimals. I probably wouldn't drop much lower than Beasley unless you were just taking a real punt at it. But I mean, you got Beasley for $100. I mean, people forget that you can save $100 here and there and actually pull stuff like this off, which is really, really hilarious to me that people don't notice this more. You could get a guy with 24 minutes. I mean, if McLemore's back, he might be getting 40 minutes, 30 minutes, who knows. You got the start at shooting at 17 minutes. He's not getting enough time right now, but Anderson is in at 35. And now that you have 600 left for you, how much do you need? You need 7. We're missing $100. Is there a place to get a small, stinking little 100? Teletovic go down just a little bit. Oh, there's an Ibaka just sitting there smiling against the Lakers. God, we hate the Lakers too. We love playing against them. Did he get some rest yesterday? I hope he rested. And he got rest 2 days ago. 26 points. Not bad. He gave us a nice 30 at 5,500. What a good way to close out your cash game. There's a RotoQL change for you. I'll enter another one with the actual RotoQL lineup so it can be done. But, this is how you build things if you want to, work in what you want. And so I mean, I think I still have a stack somewhere, but well, I'm not sure if I have a stack anymore. Actually, I think the whole thing just went to hell, but I don't know. That could be a good lineup, too. It's interesting. That's for damn sure. Well, let's go back to my original, and let's get this video up. My recommended cash lineup for today, guys: Collison and Sessions in the point guard positions, Harden and Thornton in the shot guard. At the small forward, take King, James, and Hayward. At the power forward, go with Kevin Love and Amir Johnson. And for your center, take Gortat today. Get that triple stack in against those Nets. The Nets have given up 2, and so we should have a nice, fun 110-point game apiece. All right, I hope you guys enjoyed. Fantasy forecast for today. Go ahead and subscribe in the corner if you want notices when new videos come out. Sometimes they're a little bit later, sometimes they're a little bit earlier. I try my best to get them out, around noon Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern, but sometimes I'm a bit late with that. It just kind of happens, and I apologize for that. At the end of basketball season, we'll be moving on to MLB. So just subscribe for notices on those new videos, and definitely follow on Twitter at MikeMiller78 if you want like last-minute lineup changes. When people sitting. This is the season of people sitting at the last second right now. I mean, we already know Derek Moore is gone. We already know Etron Moore has been shut down. Justin Holiday is just is in there, for sure. I mean, I probably should have been looking at that instead of, Powell is out. I mean, it's all kinds of craziness over at the Bulls, and so, watch these last minute news, see if you can try to grab a couple values. You've seen where all the optimizers are hitting guys today. Put together a kick-ass lineup and go out there and go win some money.